Breaking news coming out of the hobby. The NFLPA just got denied the emergency relief. Shout out to Sports Card Investor for this information. Panini can still sell trading cards. That means we might be still getting some of our flagship sets like Prism, Optic, all the stuff like that. There's going to be a long legal battle that's going to go on for months and months. What do you guys think? I think this situation is absolutely insane and it's going to get very ugly.
In the beginning video, this Panini news is pretty big. What are your thoughts on it, Tom? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I figure we got to let the people know. So, as it reads right now, this initial, almost like a cease and desist order, that the NFL Players Association, aka Fanatics, was trying to get done to pretty much take over and start running now, was denied. They still have the arbitration case, ongoing. Probably a few months before we get any word on that. But again, like I've said from the beginning, I don't think that the licenses switched before they were supposed to. Hopefully, Panini, you got a couple more years, so let's try to do it right and leave on a happy foot instead of trying to
And
destroy
we
the hobby.
also have the tweet up, or we're about to have the tweet up, so we can read this with you guys, so you guys have a better
Yeah.
understanding of what's going on. I'm reading this off of my computer right now. This is from AJ Perez off of Twitter. So, in the first tweet, it reads, Panini scored a major win in its dispute with the NFLPA, which moved to terminate its deal with the sports card giant early in favor of Fanatics. The NFLPA was denied the emergency relief by an arbitrator late last night, allowing Panini to continue to sell unlicensed licensed union products. The full statement from their lawyer reads as such. Panini is pleased that the NFLPA's request for emergency relief has been denied. Panini will move forward with the production and sale of fully licensed NFL player trading cards pursuant to the license agreement it holds, which it has and will continue to outperform in all aspects. The decision to deny the NFLPA's emergency relief, just like the WWE's denial last week, is an important win for Panini's mass retail partners, hobby stores, case breakers, and most importantly, trading card fans. And then the tweet under that also reads, the decision effectively clears Panini can continue to operate as normal under its deal with the NFLPA that runs 2+ more years as the full arbitration plays out. This is akin to the NFLPA being denied an injunction if there is a civil court proceeding. The main arbitration case will move forward between the NFLPA and Panini, which will likely take several months to decide. And yeah, that's basically what's going on there. It's a whole bunch of lawyers just going back and forth, NFLPA going back and forth. So as it's looking right now, Panini 2023 is going to be in full effect until some other news breaks out. And they're saying months and months. It looks like we're going to be getting Donruss Optic. We're going to be getting Prism. We're going to be getting sets like that. Obsidian. It looks like we're going to be hopefully getting a full release of 2023, which is very promising to me because of
Yeah.
on this Fanatics has to, when they drop their product, they have to straight shoot it. They got to go right for it. I know
You
Fanatics today, they
definitely need
had
to
like a
come
whole,
correct.
they got to come correct.
Yeah.
Fanatics came correct today. They had like a box breaking in New Jersey, actually. I forget exactly where, but I know like Kevin Hart pulled up and like Tom Brady and everybody. That was a pretty dope event. That was pretty cool. So,
Yeah. 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 I caught one of that late.
yeah, I caught one of that very late too. I saw like the live. I didn't realize it was in New Jersey until probably about before we got on.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, like I said, the arbitration case that's in, like, I mean, if you're looking at it as black and white, as most of us in the hobby are, we're not lawyers, but I really don't see any ground that Fanatics / the NFLPA really has on Panini that's going to be like, hey, we can do this now. Like you said, I think instead of Fanatics trying to muddy up the waters, why don't you take this time to get yourself prepared, get yourself in check, so that in 2 years, when it is your license, you're not trying to figure it out as you're dropping your first sets of products. Let's have it figured out. Keep doing your Bowman use and let's stop signing people to Fanatics exclusives so you ruin the Panini products. Let us have our couple of years of Panini, man. We'll let them go out the door. They gave us some good stuff. They gave us some really nice sets, national treasures. Your immaculates, your impeccables. Like that stuff is just top notch, and when they try hard, they make some pretty fancy products, man. And then you've got all your hobby staples, man. I mean, 90% of your collection, if you're collecting in the last decade, is Panini products or Topps products. So
100%.
You're gonna have them both Fanatics. So do us right, man. Do us right. Give us what we've loved. Maybe make it a little nicer, a little cleaner, a little easier to get for the peoples. Help the breakers out, man. Let us keep bringing card breaks to the people. I think we'll be in good spirits and fun with Fanatics, man. I'm looking forward to it, but just do it right. Don't be so mean about it, man. Don't try to beat people up.
And speaking about Fanatics with the bad PR, the whole entire Topps Chrome situation is crazy, which is the next thing we're actually going to segue into. We're about to pull up that tweet up as well. So this is breaking news as of yesterday. This is boggling that they came out basically flat out admitted they fucked up. This is a bad mess up in my opinion. So yeah, there's the Chrome buyback. There's all of that. So Topps announced that there's basically a $650,000 bounty program to rebuy all the duplicate one-of-ones included in 2023 Bowman Chrome. They confirmed that 95 duplicates have already been accidentally put into this set, but they're turning a negative into a positive for the collectors. As a part of the buyback program, they are offering very strong bounties for these duplicates. Bounties range from 3,000 to 75, depending on the player. 3,000 is the floor, 75 is like Ethan South, who's actually already gotten claimed. So, like, your top prospects are getting you a ton of money. Topps is only rebuying one of the superfractor of each player in order to ensure that collectors will still have a chance to own a superfractor of anyone in the set. Another bit of the good news, there's no duplicates for autos or the retrofractors, so there's still only going to be like the one Babe Ruth, which is yet to be pulled. Hopefully we pull it tonight in our Bowman Chrome break. 2 teams left. So, honestly, refreshing to see them on this mistake, like Collectibles Guru said, and to make it right. What I think of this bounty program, it's definitely a good way to turn some bad PR into good PR. Obviously, for future sets, it's definitely something to be worrisome about. But I think this should hopefully be a one and done, and they nip it in the bud.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, the fact that you're able to identify all 95, you have your full list. I know CK had it up there a second ago. The actual Topps website Bowman Chrome buyback program, and yeah, I mean, even some of these guys are just straight prospects, not even Bowman first. You're getting $3 grand, $5 grand, $7 grand, so on and so forth. I know members like Sal, big D-backs fan, couple of $15,000 buyback superfractors, couple 7,500s. So it does kind of add even another element. Like if you're going to jump in a Bowman Chrome break, cool. Maybe I hit a superfractor and somebody I'm not even really that worried about. Get $5 grand. Like DeVierson Gutierrez or Javier Rivas. For the Pirates. There's a little bit of everything in there, man. And like as you can see, they say unclaimed if they haven't been claimed, or pending if they are. The Ethan Salas pending $75K, man.
That's insane. It gives people more of a reason to like buy Bowman Chrome too, if you think about it.
Yo, and like I was saying before the show, how cool of a story would that be if you were able to get both Bowman the superfractors in your hands and keep them both, and then 10, 15 years be like, yeah, this was when Fanatics screwed up. Look, I got both of them. And it'd be a cool story, something you could put put out there in the show people. It'd be a cool story and might drive the value of even some of these mid guys that some of these $3,000 buyback cards, maybe 5 years down the road are worth 10, 15 grand because you get the pair. Who knows?
Yeah. And I also saw something from a collectible guru as well, where somebody bought the Colson Montgomery superfractor 2 days ago. He DM'd collectibles guru And he basically wrote to the guy, this is via eBay too. He wrote, "Hey, not sure if you heard or not, but your super refractor that you bought is now worth 3,500 from Tops, as they're doing a buyback now for some of the non-auto super refractors that were apparently double printed. If you want to turn it in, you can go here and follow their instructions. Wanted to let you know just in case you have not heard the news. Congrats to you." So honestly, cool on that guy too. For he sold the card for 750, and he wasn't like, I want the card back. This, that, and the third. He gave it back. He sold it to the and he let the guy keep the profit off of it. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's cool for the hobby. There's still some good people in this hobby. You love to see it.
No, exactly, man. So
You definitely
like I said,
love to
good.
see it.
Fix it, and don't do it again. And well, it's your first, real major product. You put out some paper products, and now you're putting out some chrome, optichrome stuff that people seriously collect. Bowman Chrome, one of the highest selling baseball card sets of all times. So you see breakers, even us. I mean, we've ripped Bowman Chrome 6-7 months after it was out, and it's still a fun rip every time. So, like I said, I'm glad that Tops and Fanatics are, like you said, biting the bullet, taking a chunk of the profits they were going to make off of this, fix their mistake, and like I said, hopefully learn from it and not do it again.
Exactly. Yeah, so honestly, I think that's all that we really had to talk about today. Nothing too crazy. Is there anything else that you want to add, Tom?
No, that was it, man. Just want to make sure you guys heard what was going on. What's really big with these two things, especially. Um, the Panini business as usual is just, I think, is going to be good. It should help stabilize pricing up until anything else, comes and tries to shake up the market again. It's going to make it good for you guys, right? You want to jump in breaks. You don't want to be spending twice what it should be because the stuff's impossible to get. I think it's going to go back to this business as usual for your secondary market guys, your vendors, your people with your allocations, and not be trying to squirrel boxes away and hope it drives the price of the boxes up. They're just going to keep selling as usual until something moves with the arbitration. And then again, now you got a buyback program for just about every team on the board. You want to jump in a quarter case break and take, $15 on the Nationals. Hey, maybe you hit a $3,500, $7,000 bounty on a card, and you're like, cool. So it'll make some of those smaller teams fun. Throw a few bucks at it, get yourself a nice little collection going. Some teams you're not going to be super keen on,
Definitely a
and trying to hit a
bunch
super.
of definitely a bunch of I guess you could consider them life-altering cards depending on your economic status and all that.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
$3,500. I got a $3,500 card. I mean, I'm gonna go take a nice vacation somewhere. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's definitely sick. That's good on Fanatics. Good on Fanatics for doing that. Good on
Yeah,
Fanatics
man.
for owning their mess up and going above and beyond with it.
And we'll see,
Props
I
to them.
guess, in March when it ends, about how many of those cards have been redeemed, and you can see how many are still left out there. So
Yeah, it's
give you
gonna be
kind of a
interesting.
run of what you're looking for.
Going to be very interesting to say the least. Going to be very
For
interesting to say
sure.
the least. Big W. Big W. Both sides get a win.
Both sides are gonna
Everybody
win.
gets a win. All right, yeah,
Exactly.
so that's gonna wrap it up. We are still gonna do our show on Thursday as always. Like I said, we just wanted to do this real quick just to keep everybody informed. So peace out from the Carbreaker Nation on my side. Tom.
Make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. Give us a follow if you're on YouTube. Hang out with us, man. Shows every week. Check us out for the breaks down at the bottom. You got the ticker, facebook.com/groups/cardbreakers LLC if you want to jump in some of the action, man. So again, thanks for joining us, Nation.